The reality is, more than 90% of people looking to get lean this year will likely give up within 8 weeks. I see it in my gym every year, and research shows the same. In 2023, Strava tracked more than 31 million users and found a massive drop in activity just 19 days into January. They called it Quitter's Day. In 2018, Foursquare tracked data from over 10 million users and saw 45% of people drop their New Year's resolution by the second week of February. And in one study, only 8% of people actually kept their New Year's resolution. And look, everyone hopes they're not a part of those 92% who fail. But if you don't do something different, the odds are stacked against you. And if you want to be an outlier this year and finally reach your fitness goals, well, then what I'm about to share with you in this video will be the most important thing you'll ever hear. Now, let me ask you something. When you look back at this last year, are you happy with how you handled your fitness? Did you follow through on what you said you're going to do, or did you let yourself down and fall short? And what about the year before that? Was there a memorable fitness achievement you're really proud of? Because years go by fast, and for most people, it's all a blur. I've been coaching people now for over a decade, and the truth is, most guys have no real tangible result that they can remember. And we don't realize this until we do an honest reflection and a reality check. Because when you look back, then you can start seeing patterns that aren't noticeable when you're always focused on the next thing. Like Steve Jobs said, you can only connect the dots by looking backwards. And most people fail in a very similar way. They get very motivated at the start, they stay strict for 4 to 5 weeks, they lose some body fat, get a bit stronger, but then something unexpected happens. You get sick, you travel, you miss a few days, maybe you get bored of your routine, and suddenly you break momentum. You tell yourself you're gonna start fresh on Monday, but then Monday turns into next week turns into next month. By the time you realize it, the year is over. This is the story I've heard every year for the last 10 years. And most people, if you ask them, will tell you the main thing holding them back is not having the right workout or nutrition plan. But that's just a fraction of it. The real problem is internal. It's not knowing how to be consistent. And when I say consistent, I don't mean being 100% perfect day in, day out. That's what people get wrong. Consistency isn't measured by how many days in a row you can do something. It's measured by how quickly you can get back on track after a mistake. It's a concept I call rebound latency. How much time do you take between a mistake and a next good decision? Because the most disciplined person you know still falls off track. They still overindulge in family gatherings, miss workouts, and fall short on their step count. But they get back on track so quickly that from the outside, it looks like they never fell off. They don't spiral when they miss a day. They don't overreact and punish themselves from slipping up. They've built the skill of recovering quickly. And this idea shows up everywhere. I just saw James Clear quote something the other day. Your goal in life should be to reduce the amount of time it takes you to get out of a bad state. The ability to bounce back quickly is a key skill in life. Being a part of the 8% of people who reach their goals isn't so much about finding the perfect plan from the get-go, it's about how fast you can course correct and iterate. It's about having a sequence of actions in place to rebuild your momentum quickly. On my journey, I think of it like having a momentum recovery plan. This is a no-brainer, minimalist routine that I can rely on even if I have no motivation or time. It's usually a quick 25-minute workout. I'm going to do 3 basic exercises, 3 sets each for about 10 to 12 reps. It's a 20-minute walk in the morning before the day turns into chaos. It's hitting the like button and starting each meal with protein and salad. These actions alone won't get me to 10% body fat, but they will allow me to stay consistent and get back on track quickly. Because even if you just do a 15-minute workout, you're still a person who exercises. And it's really all about preserving that identity and that habit. The mistake most guys make is they don't treat consistency like a skill that can be learned and practiced. A beginner falling off track might take a month to refocus, but with enough practice and a system in place, it becomes a week, then a day, and when you truly get a hang of it, it's a matter of hours and minutes. When you master consistency to other people in your life, you will look perfectly disciplined, like you never make any mistakes. But what you're really doing is very fast recovery. If you go over calories a bit for a meal, you immediately lower calories for the next meal. If an exercise in the gym bothers you, you modify your routine and continue training. You're continuously adapting based on what you can do. And that skill is what truly separates those who have it figured out and the 90% who keep struggling. It's not some kind of new diet or supplement. It's becoming the type of person who always bounces back quickly. And if you'd like to work with me to help you master consistency and achieve your goals this year, check out the coaching link in the description below. I'll leave another important video here for you at the end, so check out that video and I'm gonna see you right there.